What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? I'm back again, and I'm here to give you guys my fan movie review of the movie Get Out. And I actually got a chance to see this movie last night, and to be honest, like everybody else who saw the trailer for this movie, I was kind of a skeptic. I kind of was about to pass on this movie because of the hidden theme of the movie, which isn't really so hidden once you actually see it. But it's pretty much in your face. Like there's no getting around it. This is a racially themed movie. Race is a very big theme in this movie. And like I said, once you dive into it, you'll see why. But anyway, just an advisory: if you don't go into this movie with an open mind, if you're racist, if you're bigoted, or if you're closed-minded, or if you're not aware of socio-political topics, then nope, this movie's not for you. Don't even bother going to see it. And also for reference, minor spoilers. I'm not going to spoil anything major. No key plot points, no twist, and I'm not going to give away the ending. But yes, this movie was directed by Jordan Peele, and that's kind of funny because Jordan Peele is mostly known for comedy. He mostly does sketch comedy shows. So this is a very big turn. This is a very big turn for him, and I gotta say, with his direction of movies, I mean, he directed this movie the right way, because it seems like most horror movies these days that come out are very cookie cutter. They all have the same plot. They all have the same twists and turns. They all have the same type of characters. The same stupid cliche horror movie characters where they have to try to escape a monster or a killer or something like that. But yeah, this movie actually had this movie gave you a different feel, because it was kind of a throwback to old horror movies while incorporating a lot of today's topics and issues into it, and that's one thing that I liked about it. But this movie actually has the one thing that impressed me about this movie is that it has at least 4, maybe even 5 different elements in it. I mean, never do you see such a blend of all these genres of movies come into one. I mean, come on, you got a little bit of, of course you got suspense, you got horror, you've got comedy, and this movie's funny when it needs to be. You've got mystery, and this might be sort of kind of giving away a plot point of the movie, but even a little bit of sci-fi. But, once you get past that twist, then you'll see where the sci-fi element comes from. But anyway, just the overall plot and run-through of the movie. The main character's name is Chris Washington, the black male in the movie, who's dating his white girlfriend, Rose, and they've been dating for a total of 4 months. So Rose gets a good idea for him to go meet the parents after only knowing him for 4 months. That should have been a dead giveaway right there. And yes, right out of the gate, they don't even hide it. Like he says, right when she says, surprise, you want to meet my parents, he pops the question, do they know I'm black? And then she says, does it matter? Yeah, that might be one thing that you want to make clear before you go introduce them to the parents, especially white females. Like, that's something that you really do want to make clear right before you introduce them to your parents. Or like, hey, I'm dating a black guy, just so they can let it sink in for a little bit, because I know how some old old school white parents can still kind of be a little bit prejudiced. And yes, they do reference this in the movie. But anyway, probably about a good 20 minutes into the movie, into meeting the parents. I mean, day one, everything's going great. But then Chris notices a lot of weird phenomena. He notices that everyone's acting a little bit too nice to him, which is kind of strange. He expected something completely different. I mean, like, the thing is, the movie puts us, the audience, in the shoes of the character. They're like, wait a minute, this is a little bit too weird. Like, these guys are acting a little bit too funny. And the thing is, what really sets it off is it's not even his parents. It's not even her parents that's acting funny. It's the people around them that's, even funnier. And also sort of kind of a giveaway if you haven't seen the trailer. But a lot of the groundskeeper and the people who work for the property are all black. They have a black maid and they have a black groundskeeper. So yeah, that's kind of funny. And the thing is, Chris notices that they're acting a little bit on the weird side too. But I mean, I'm gonna just stop right there before I give away something major. But how they put it together was genius. And there was like, they didn't leave anything to the imagination. Well, they left a little bit to the imagination, but once you get to the twist, and some people seen the twist coming, but I'll admit it, I seen the twist coming, and I was like, wow. I seen this coming a mile away, but I mean, even if you see a plot twist coming, even if you predict it, it's the delivery to get you. And the way they delivered it was 110% perfect. Now, this isn't a perfect movie. I mean, there is some kind of spots where it does drag a little bit, but if you're not going to come for the suspense, I mean, you're going to stay for the comedy. And this movie isn't like super bloody or gory, but this movie does have it has enough action, to keep you at the edge of your seat too. And also the visual, like this is one thing that's underrated. The visuals and the music, because that really does set the tone for what this movie is, and especially in certain scenes. So you get that feel of the heart race. Yes, there's a couple of jump scares. There's a couple of jump scares in the movie, but of course, when you go to a horror or suspense film, that's something that you kind of have to expect. But other than that, I didn't really see that much wrong with the movie. I believe that you'll like it, and I believe that regardless of what color you are going to see this movie, that you will enjoy it. And this is a slight spoiler, but the movie theater I went to go see it, I mean, there was pretty much a row. I don't know if this is a coincidence or not, but when I went to go see it, it was first row, all white people. Second, black people. It seems like every seat I was in, all the odd seats were white people and all the even seats were black people. I was in row 12, and then row 13, it was all white people behind me. And there was a part of the movie where even the white people who were watching, they were like, "Oh, come on!" And at that point, I wanted to get up and turn around to see and tell the white people, "Yes, now you know what it's like. Now you know how it feels to be in our shoes. Now you know what it feels like to be oppressed." And it's at that part is at the very tail end of the movie. But overall, I give this movie an 8.9 out of 10. But anyway, guys, if you've seen this movie, let me know what you think of it. And do you want to see Jordan Peele direct more movies, whether they're horror or otherwise? Anyway, I'm out. I can see you guys on the next video. Peace.